I was in stereo. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. That's Matt. Welcome to Talking Habs. We get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. It's the post-game show. Montreal just beat Toronto in overtime, 5-4. In what was, a good back and forth type of game, really, when you think about it. And yeah, Montreal came out the better team because they are the better team. So we'll talk about the game. We'll listen to what you guys have to say as well, and we will try to cover an hour doing that. I do have a post-game poem that I wrote on Saturday for Saturday's game, but it didn't work out because Montreal didn't win on Saturday. So I'm going to read that. And yeah, let's start and see who's here. And if you are here, please talk to us in the chat. Hey, Zachary, how you doing, man? Good game. Yeah, better team won. I mean, that's just how it is, Good to see you, buddy. We need a new 4C. No, we don't. We won the game. I don't see the problem. Evans isn't even Ehlers. I didn't think Evans had that bad a game. Domi did good. Domi had a good game, yes.
He did.
How you doing? Really wanted to hear some more Hall and Oates. What do you mean? I don't remember the joke. Sorry, from before. It doesn't matter because we won. That doesn't matter. Whatever song has that, we won. That's the song we're gonna play. It was 3-1 at one point. It was 3-1, guys. But good game. Yeah, it's only a preseason game.
Hey, Rick. You know what else was 3-1?
What's that? Yes, that's the point. That's the point of the show. But good game, y'all. The better team won. Beck went to. You got to understand your hockey, dude. Beck was sent back to junior, which means he can't be called back up except for one game in an emergency basis if there's a lot of injuries. That's it. Beck is in junior for the year. Got to live with it. He has to live with it. So do you, man. Here you go. There you go. So if you're out there, talk to us because we need people to talk to us. It was a good game. Montreal started first period. I thought they played a lot better. It was 7-1 or 8-0 in shots. And then the Leafs turned it around in the second part of the first period, and they had the better of the play. I think the first period ended up 2-1. We opened the scoring. Norlander did. But then I thought the second period went Toronto's way. And they outplayed Montreal in the second period overall, I think. Now, the third period was different. It was
I thought it was their best period of preseason.
Yeah, I think Montreal played better than the Leafs in this third period, and that made the difference. They fought hard, and they came back. And this is something I believe with Montreal Canadiens is when they get to overtime, they can match up with any team in the league. With the guys that are here, I think they can match up with any team in the league in talent and in the overtime. And we're going to probably win some overtime games this year. They had a decent record last season, 10-6 in overtime and shootout. And I think that's even going to get better. I think they really have a team that could win a lot of overtime games. And they proved it tonight. Adam, without a doubt, it's preseason. Stuff happens, and I agree with that. And yeah, I'm overreacting maybe a little bit. I get it, and it is just preseason. But on not this Wednesday, the Wednesday after, it'll be different. So when we do brag about that we beat the Leafs on opening night, then it has some move. There you go. I'm predicting a win on opening night. Keefe made some stupid decisions in the third. I didn't analyze it to that point to see who made the better decisions than that. Honestly, I didn't do that. I just said, I just said they wish to replace the song "You Make My Dreams Come True." Oh, that was the Hall Notes thing. I have suggestion: "Loser" by Beck instead. Especially the part, "I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you kill me?" No, I don't want anybody to get killed, but I like the "I'm a loser, baby" part. If that's but that's their playoff song. If we don't get blown out, that is, in what? Oh, you predicted. I'm saying hypothetically 20 win season. That Habs only win 20 games now, but you're a negative ninny to like the nth degree. So that I take that with a grain of salt. 20 wins. I mean, Aiken, sorry, but you're just negative about everything. And so, yeah, you can see 20 wins. I don't. I see almost double that for the Habs. It's going to be a really good division. And I do believe, by the way, Adam, I think Toronto probably wins the division. I don't see how they I don't see why they wouldn't win the division. So I'll give
the only way I can see Toronto not winning the division is if they have some sort of catastrophic injury issue, especially if they have a goalie injury problem, they're screwed.
Yeah, no, but you know what? Samsonov and Martin Jones is not too bad. And you got Joseph Wall. You know what? Their goalie situation not too bad.
I'm just saying, like, if two of those three guys go down for whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they have the injuries we had last season, they're in trouble. But I think otherwise, going into it, you got to figure Toronto, wins the President's Cup, even President's Trophy. I could see that.
That'd be awesome.
Which would go perfect.
Then they're definitely not winning the cup.
No, because they're not winning the cup. So it goes perfectly. Like you win the President's Trophy, you get something out of it. And then, you're losing the first round. I mean, that's a given, right? I'm not going to be easy on you guys when Montreal beat you in overtime. Even if it's preseason, I'm not going to be easy on you guys. You know that. But these two guys, Zachary and Adam, they can both handle it. They're good guys. I give them thumbs up as Leafs fans. Not that it means anything to anybody, but I give a thumbs up on them as Leaf fans. And as people. How's that? Nothing wrong with enjoying a win, preseason or not. No, I agree. And it's to what level? Like, I didn't go crazy or anything. So it's what it's why Hot Take Hockey and I aren't getting along. Well, he's mad at me. And because of his reaction to them winning the first round series, and I kind of said something, and I wouldn't want to look like that. I wouldn't want that on camera, that reaction ever of me because of a win. Anyway, let's not. That's old water under the bridge. Hey, Bruce, I see you out there. Not a fan of Samsonov. Are you a Leafs fan? Because then it doesn't really matter. Adam, absolutely. Any team loses to goalies, especially your number one guy. It's not gonna be good. Unless you got a kid in the wings that's ready to step in there and just wow everybody, and that's happened. But other than that, yeah. You feel the most bad.
But I just think in Toronto's case, I think it's especially prevalent because they don't really have a lot of defensive defensemen.
No, I still think Toronto didn't answer their needs on defense. And listen, that's because why can't they? Because listen, Klingberg is good. I'm not saying he's no good, but I don't know if that's defenseman, right? So that they didn't do that job, and they needed to do that. And the big guys up front, they're eating up that money. And it's not helping you guys. But I'm happy about that. You don't like Hot Take? You know what? He's a really nice guy, John. He really is. I didn't really mean to piss him off or to make him hate me. But, I mean, you got it. You can't look like you should be put in a straitjacket because your team won a first round. I get it. You guys haven't had a lot of success that way in a long time. But come on. That's what I thought, and I guess I shouldn't have said anything. Because I like the guy, and I didn't really want to embarrass him or, I didn't really want to do that. But he rightfully got mad at me. I'll give him that.
No, I like John. John's a good dude. I really do like his content. I think he does a pretty good job.
No, he's good. Listen, I have no knock on him except for that overreact. But other than that, I wouldn't. No, I like John. He's been and he helped me out here on the channel and stuff like that with subscribers. I got nothing bad to say about him. I just thought he overreacted. Like, wait, save it for when they win something like a conference championship. I get that, but first round win, enjoy it, scream and yell, but not to that extent. I'm sorry. I think he was driving at the time too. With elite goaltending, better defensive play, they can make it at least to the conference finals. We'll see. Let's talk about this game, though. I don't even know. How do I want to break down this game? I guess I was breaking it down. I just think it was like a good seesaw kind of game.
Yeah.
Where one team was better for most of the game, and the other team just fought back and won.
Because the Maple Leafs don't have this. They don't have heart. But no,
I do believe that's the case with the Leafs. That's why they don't.
But I mean, just that third period alone. I mean, look at how hard the Habs are working to get back into the game.
And listen, that's what they did last year. I hope this is a trend that they continue. That if they're going to be a team, obviously it's not going to win a ton of games. But, if they don't give up and they keep fighting, they're going to win some games that way. And that's what I want to see. And I'm glad to see that they're still doing that. Because it didn't look like it in the first 4 preseason games, really. Even the one they won against Ottawa, they should have beat that Ottawa team way better, way worse than that, and they didn't. So, yeah. So I'm really glad that, it gives my confidence back that what I've been saying about the team in this preseason is I feel I'm correct. That we don't need to worry as much because of the way they've been playing. Regular season is going to come around. It's going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, listen, Leafs are your team, and I get you wouldn't like hearing that or agree with that, but that's our feeling. And I get that you don't agree with it, but,
And that's cool.
I think it's proven out, but
I mean, the fact that David Camp was your top scorer in the second round last year.
I'll tell you what, though, the addition of Max Domi to the lineup is going to help you with that. Max is passionate.
Yeah.
He played with a lot of passion. I thought Max was really good tonight. I think that can really help you out as far as that aspect of it. It's kind of infectious, and maybe he can drag some other guys along, give it a little harder, go in the corners more, that kind of stuff. Now, I get you don't agree with what I'm saying, but that's how I see it. Norlinder stood out in a good way. Yeah, Norlinder was good tonight. Overall, Norlinder was good tonight. I agree. So they got a good look at him. They got a really good look at him. I imagine it's going to help them in their decision about where he plays and what they want him to work on, and when and if they do have to call him up during the season, they'll know a little bit, they'll have a better understanding of where he's at. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So it'll make it, it'll be better overall. So I guess, he's maybe not out of their plans, but, or they're showcasing him and they've got a deal that might happen. I don't know.
Could be.
Let's see. Zachary, I know I get you guys wouldn't agree with us on that. That's fine. I don't know what fan of the team is going to agree when we say that about it? I get that. Hey, Joel, too bad we didn't see Brock versus Cole. I don't think Brock would be
Adam.
He wouldn't be at this part. Although they've got 2 more games than we've got, so I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We need a cup win in Canada. Yep, Montreal's going to be the next one to do it in the next 5 years. But okay, it's been too long. I agree, though. Hey, Audio Murphy, if anyone cares, it's 14-3 Seahawks. I don't care, really.
Yeah, I have the game on. Fantasy purposes.
Aiken agrees. Max was good. Max was good tonight. Played with passion. You know what? And fearless, too. I mean, he wanted to go up with Jack-Eye. That's a big difference. But Max is like that. Max, not afraid. Max goes after bigger guys. and he ain't afraid because he knows how to fight. So, but he's small. But that's the kind of passion and heart that I feel that the Leafs need. So maybe they get a good shot of that from Max, and that changes for them. We'll see. How do I feel? Lafleur or the Rocket was a better goal scorer? Do I feel Lafleur or Rocket was a better goal scorer? Understand that both were amazing and incredible and Hall of Famers. I'm going to say the Rocket was the better goal scorer. Why? When the Rocket crossed the blue line, he was deadly. His eyes were like huge things in his head, and he scared the shit, I think, out of some defenders. And he was deadly from the blue line in. So was Lafleur, but I think in a different way, Lafleur, it was a bit different. And I'm going to give the edge to the Rocket on goal scoring, but the edge to Lafleur for overall game. How's that? Is that a good way to say it? How about you?
Yeah, I think so.
How do you feel on that question?
I mean, I think
I'm not either, by the way, but it's okay. It's just by me.
No, I mean, I think from a pure shooting, every time he shoots, 9 times out of 10 it's going in. I think the Rocket was better, but I think Lafleur did a much better job of creating his own opportunities. If that makes sense, to me, Lafleur was a more complete player. He's better at kind of weaving in and out, and better at using his speed, and just better at.
He's overall a better offensive player, but the Rocket, I think, was the better goal scorer.
Yeah, I mean, with the Rocket, you put the puck on a stick, 9 times out of 10, he's firing it in.
Yeah, I mean, not by a ton. Lafleur, I mean, was deadly, but I mean, from the blue line in, there was probably no more feared goal scorer than the Rocket.
Right, I agree.
Hey, Adam, have a good night. Hey, thanks for being here. Hey, and I hope you don't mind my bugging you, right? Thanks for that. Congrats. It's only preseason, so it doesn't really matter. Max Domi is missing some teeth. Most hockey players are missing teeth. Most hockey players are. It's just the way it is. Well, thank you, Bruce. George says, doesn't look good on the Laughs to lose this game considering they outchanced the Habs by a wide margin. I think the Laughs will start to decline this year. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, listen, if it's playoffs, I honestly, I wouldn't predict a second round berth for them, like winning the first round. I'm still not going to predict that, even though they won last year. I don't know about a decline in the regular season, though. No, this is a strong team. You can kind of see it there. This is a strong team, and they're dangerous. And, I mean, I'm going to give them their due where it is. The thing is, with the heart, what we're talking about is, in those big games and those rough games and those games where you got to dig a little deeper, I don't find that they have it, and that's why they don't have success, this group, in the playoffs. I think that's it. This group of players, you're just doing it over and over and over again, and I don't think it's going to change whether they have success in the playoffs or not,
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it. Oh, I just realized I got to take my meds because I got to get up early tomorrow. But, I mean, it's my opinion as a non-Leafs fan. Totally agree about Guy having some more hockey skill, but the Rocket just overpowered the opponent. Yeah, I mean, that's another way you can put it. I mean, like I said, from the blue line in, he was just so focused and just so driven to score that he was super successful, he just willed that puck there. Sheer determination, and then he did have skill, obviously, but I mean, that kind of thing. Where Lafleur was more finesse than the Rocket.
Yeah, I think that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it too, right? More finesse than the Rocket. The Rocket was like brute strength and skill and determination and drive. And Lafleur was just, was just was more finesse.
A lot quicker too. That's the reason they call him La Demon Blanc.
But again, the era is different era, and they had better coaching, and I mean, they were more advanced than his era. I mean, so that's normal. But yeah, that's the way I put it, I guess. Yeah. Totally agree about. Nope. No one could do it like Lafleur when he came flying up the right side, hair flying back, and let loose, cross the line, and just slap the puck and hit the far corner. And he did that so many times. Like that's the signature Guy Lafleur rush. Would be straight up along the boards on the right side, hair just flying back behind him, and like literally cross the line and shoot. And he scored a lot of goals like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could do everything, though. He could do everything. It wasn't the only thing he could do, but that was kind of signature Guy Lafleur. And that's what he did in that famous too many men on the ice penalty. And then we were down goal. Lafleur tied it up in 79, I guess, the 79 playoffs. And that's what he did. He just flew down, Lafleur coming out gingerly. You remember, that one that you've heard that. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket and Lafleur were from different eras, hard to compare. We're not comparing directly, though, I don't think. So I don't think that's a problem with the way we're comparing them. Richard and Bossy, better comparison. Yeah, but Bossy didn't play for the Habs, so that's not what the comparison was about. Not much of a game tonight. Habs only scored 5 goals. LOL. I'm glad that you put the LOL because, overall was a good game, right? In parts, it wasn't much of a game, but overall, you look at it, that was a good game by Montreal because they fought their way back. Sure, they gave up the goals and they got in the hole, but they fought their way back, and that's what counts.
No, absolutely. I mean, to me, I thought, especially in that third period, I thought Arbor stood out a lot, just in terms of just making plays to either keep the puck in the zone or good breakups in his own end. Like he really worked his ass off, I thought.
I think in that third period, the defense itself pretty much.
I think as a whole, yeah.
They came back from I thought a bad second. I thought the defense really let Allen down and a little bit in the third, but they played a lot better and were able to be part of that comeback because, they had to be. Like you say, that Jack guy rushing in to keep the puck in, that kind of stuff.
But that play he made on Matthews when Matthews was cutting in.
Yeah.
Really good stick check.
Yeah, nice stick takeaway, and it was good. Arbor's going to step up this year.
I thought, too, something I noticed a lot, and I think is something that we haven't seen in a while too, is I thought, especially guys like Mayu, even Norlander a little bit, did a really good job of keeping the puck in the zone, right? It wasn't in, shot, out. They did a really good job of reading the play from the blue line and anticipating where the puck was going to come out, and they kept it in, and we were able to get more and more, more opportunities.
Good heads up kind of play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That certainly stood out.
And then the overtime goal by Suzuki. I mean, talk about a heads-up play.
Oh, he was the only guy on the ice that knew where that puck was going to land.
That's just he's got great anticipation, and it's showcased right there. That man, this guy knows where the puck's going to go. But I think more importantly, is his focus and being able to follow the puck that way, do the things he does on the ice, make the decisions so quickly. Like it's an incredible talent that he has.
Absolutely.
Anybody doesn't think so, man. I don't know how you could look at Nick Suzuki's play and go, yeah, he's okay. Like, how can you say that?
No, I agree. $1,000% agree.
Yeah.
I thought Kirby Doc again stood out to me. I thought he's really learning how to use his body well.
Yeah.
He's so
His
strong.
strength. I'd say he's really using his strength well now with that big body. That's how I'd put it. Like he's really looking dominantly strong.
Yeah, I mean even the goal that he set up with who was it with Monahan there when he literally had Matthews with one hand up against the glass.
Yeah.
He had the puck with one hand, got off of him, and got one hand, and they made the play.
Yep. Yeah, I mean he's really strong. I mean he can literally skate through guys, like literally skate through them. I mean, I don't mean literally where he'd go through, but I mean he skates. He just puts his arm out. It's kind of like football, like
Yeah, it's like a stiff arm,
strong arming and going through the line, and he can do that, and the guys just fall away. I mean, he can be very dominant that way. I hope he grows into that even further, because I mean, there's some. He's going to be a hell of a power forward center. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. I thought Slav did. Thought he did a pretty good job using his strength. There was a play I noticed where he was just in pursuit of a puck in the corner, just he went through two guys to grab it, and then created a scoring chance.
Slav is starting to keep his head up. His vision is showing, and he's showing some skill, and like his confidence is starting to come, and that's only gonna be good. And I think after tonight's game, I feel much more confident when I say that I don't think he's going to Laval. I feel a lot more confident now because he's really, he's making those improvements. He's progressing. I'm not expecting he's going to hit his peak by any means, but the progression has been pleasant to see with Slav.
Absolutely.
And he's a number one pick overall, and you kind of would like your number one picks to not have to go to the minors. And I actually think he's going to avoid having to go to Laval at all. Except maybe on a conditioning stint but if he gets injured. And but I think he'll bypass the AHL, which I wasn't 100% sure. And like even now, like if they had decided to send him to Laval, I would have been okay. But after this game, though, yeah, I don't see how he's going to go to Laval. He just needs to keep playing like that. If he keeps playing like that, he's going to be fine.
I agree, Brad. And with Harris, and Rick and I have said it a lot. He's one of the smartest defensemen that I've ever seen. I mean, his hockey IQ is through the roof.
Yeah, he's a smart kid, and it shows on the ice. So that's why I've said it's going to be Barron goes to Laval, not Harris. Harris is going to stay, but Barron's going to go to Laval.
Told you that'd be. When did we? I think we had a discussion about that forever ago.
Top Shelf Hockey says Montreal will finish last in the league. Yeah, you know what? I would be fine with that. Why? Because they're going to get they're more likely going to get one of the two best kids that are going to be in the draft, offensive kids too, and Celebrini and Eiserman.
And if that's the case, they're already going to have chemistry with Lane Hudson.
This could be good. Listen, if Montreal ends up shitting the bed completely this year and they felt, I'm okay with that because this is going to be a good pick. And considering we took Reinbacher and didn't go after an offensive player in the draft for their first pick, that would solve the problem if that happened. I just don't see that. I don't see
me neither. But again,
that's
if they if for whatever reason, if they end up with the top 2 pick, they're going to get a guy who's already got chemistry with Lane Hudson.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see this being a team that's gonna.
No.
They're gonna get that first pick is because they finished in the bottom 10 and won the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them being the last team and then winning the lottery then, or like I said, getting the second maybe pick because they dropped back one. I don't see that happening. But I think
if we did hit one of those picks, I'd be through the friggin' roof.
But I think it's because everybody is expecting the injury problems to happen again. So I think that's really what it is because people are
No,
still
me too.
talking about the injuries, and I just think, until they start playing the games and the injuries happen, okay. But I mean, until then, you can't really predict it. Just because the last 2 seasons have been bad that way, they've taken the steps that they feel are the ones needed to turn that around, and we need to see the results of that before I'm going to say, well, they're going to definitely get injured and it's going to be horrible. I don't know that that's true. And if the injuries don't happen, this team has the potential to finish probably higher than we'd like to see so that we won't get that low pick unless they win a draft lottery thing. But I don't see them making the playoffs. Where was I? If Matheson isn't playing, I think Mayu should take his spot for power play, especially. I don't have any worry really about Matheson. From what I understand, I have no idea what the injury is, but it's precautionary. That's why they're keeping him out. And I kind of expect by Saturday we'll see Matheson in the lineup. So if Matheson is not in Saturday's game next Saturday, then okay, then there's maybe cause to be concerned, but until then, I don't think there's cause to be concerned. Ivan Demidov will look good in CH. Yeah, I mean, Demidov looks really good out there as well. But again, I don't know if it'll be the same kind of thing where they won't have had a lot of looks at him, and they might make the same decision like they did with Michkov and not reach for a guy like that if they're in that position. But again, I don't expect them to have to worry about whether they're getting Celebrini, Yzerman, or Demidov, whatever his name is. I don't think they're going to be in that ballpark. So, yeah, but Top Shelf Hockey Guy doesn't, what's his success rate? Right? Not very big. I wouldn't worry about what he says. Basic. Eric said what? Oh, well, definitely, Eric. I think later in the season, especially after trade deadline, if there's an injury, Mayu could see a call up. Then, yeah, I could definitely see that. But that's to say that the kind of play he's having right now in preseason that has to carry over into the Laval games, right? So if he's playing well like that in Laval, and I suspect he will now, I wasn't sure there for a while. Then yeah, I could see him being a call up and getting some games in, and and we'll see what he looks like with a full NHL lineup against him. Mayu looks like a keeper. He has real potential, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, I never doubted that. It's just that he looked like he needed more time. I kind of was thinking, I think my eyes itchy, that Mayu might require even more than this season in Laval. And then the first prospect game happened, and it was like, yeah, that really looks like that's going to happen. And then he got better every game that he's played. He's gotten to where he's respectable and decent out there. So I think he's got a lot of potential by you. And I think it's possible if he gets a call up at some point, maybe he's improved by that point enough to stick around. So I don't know. But as far as a keeper, yeah, they're not moving Mayu. Gotta get used to saying that. Who's going to be a career top pairing D for? You're saying Mayu? No, but Aiken again. You're just negative ninny. I tend to think that if you say that, it guarantees he's going to be a star here in the NHL. That's what I tend to think because you're just negative about everything, man.
Aiken's going. Aiton's going to the penalty box.
Yeah, I think he's going to the penalty box.
Aiken has to. That's. I got Aiken. 2 minutes. Negative Nancy.
Brad, you shouldn't really rely on Top Shelf Hockey Guy. He's making up a lot of speculation. It's all speculation.
Wait,
I can do the same thing.
I ban him. I put him in the penalty box.
You banned Aiken?
No, I hit put user in timeout.
Yeah, it's a glitch. I'll have to remove him, but I can't do it
That's
right
a glitch.
now.
I apologize. I hit put user in timeout.
Yeah,
I wanted to put him in the penalty box.
it's okay. I'm not gonna miss his negativity if that's what happens, but I'll reach in there and I'll remove him. Here.
Aiken, if you can hear me, I apologize, my man.
Can't hear you.
I did not. I hit user in timeout just as a joke to put you in the penalty box. I did not mean to ban you at all. I do apologize.
He can't hear you anyway, so he's banned. Hey, listen, it happens. It's not the first. I did it once to someone by accident. So, what are you gonna do? And listen, if he decides not to come back, well, he's really negative. Like nothing pleases that guy. Like I don't agree with his negativity at all. I don't think he makes good points half the time about why he's negative. I think he just likes to. There's a lot of Habs fans that doesn't matter the situation. I just want to be negative. I'm going to be negative, and that's it. You know. Brad, I'm not. I didn't say anything about top shelf hockey not knowing his hockey, but what he's talking about is all rumors and speculation. It's only there's no meat behind it necessarily. I'm sure some rumors. I mean, they're out there. Everyone's talking about them. They may be valid, but I don't think his record's very good. Gooley, Reinbacher, Hudson, Mayu will be top 4 in 2 to 3 years. Yeah, you got to kind of figure that's going to be our big 4. I don't like something bad would have had to happen to one of them to not be. You know what I mean? And for in Hudson's case, it would mean he didn't hit his ceiling. I mean, Hudson's probably got the biggest separation between floor and ceiling. You know, but I think he grew a few inches, so I think with that height increase and the weight, I don't see him hitting his floor. He's gonna hit somewhere near his ceiling. Where was I? Primo should start in Ottawa. Let's see what he can do. No, Monty's going to get the start in Ottawa because he's going to play the whole game. It's like Allen did today. Primo's backing up, maybe. And I personally think they got to make the decision on Primo. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to waive him and take the chances, or are they going to carry 3 goalies? Because that's all choice. That's their only choice with Primo.
I don't know.
They got to waive him to send him to the Rocket because he's now waiver eligible. And apparently the Habs feel that he'll get claimed if they waive him. I don't know if that's true. But apparently that's true. So I guess it all depends on how they feel. I don't see them benefiting from carrying 3 goalies unless they are still high on Primo and believe in Primo and also don't want to lose Primo for nothing to waivers. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a conundrum for them. I like that word today for some reason. I've used it a few times. So, I don't know. But he's not starting in Ottawa. Monty's got to get that start. Do Sens load up on the Goon Squad for next game? They can't. They also have to. Oh, I don't know how many games they. See, for Montreal, it's their last preseason game, so they have to have their. They have to have their starting lineup that they're planning to break camp with. For the Sens, I don't know, but I doubt they load up with the Goon Squad because either way, they've got to be getting to near the end of their preseason, and a lot of those Goony guys are gone. Don't waive Primo, big mistake. He's gone if waived. I don't know. You look at his numbers. His NHL numbers are not good. I don't know. I think he might slip through waivers. But do they want to take a chance and lose him for nothing? I don't know. But like keeping 3 goaltenders here is not great. It takes away a spot. that they need for a kid, but depending on how long they plan to carry the 3 goalies. And then again, how do you move them down to Laval then at some point? You still have to slide them through waivers, right? I guess their thought is if they can hold on to him for a little bit, any teams that needed a goalie that might have taken him in waivers would have solved that problem by then, and then they can slide him through. Would you say that makes sense, Matt?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that might make sense. I don't know. We better hope. Aiken got back. How did Aiken get back?
Okay, so then it was just a timeout.
Oh, okay, because it says banned. So maybe that's what they're saying, even though it is. By the way, Aiken, not to talk bad about you, but we thought we banned you. And
Yeah, I totally thought I fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
Thought I messed up. I
don't even know why you
as a joke, I was just gonna put you in the penalty box. I thought I messed up bad.
Anyways, turns out well. So we apologize. But you are negative. Don't say you're not negative.
Fowler's gonna develop really well as a PC.
You just don't see that you're negative because you're just saying it. You don't see it, but you're a little bit negative, dude. Eric likes Dobish for Laval as starter. Yeah, Dobish is going to go to Laval, but I think they would like to get Primo there. And I think the plan would be to probably split starts. But I got to believe Primo would be the starter because he's farther along in his development. And Dobish is a goalie, so it's not like Dobish is going to develop fully in the first season that he's there. So he's probably there for 2-3 seasons. So that's what I say. Am I right? I don't really know. All right. I'm at the bottom of comments. I didn't realize. I am going to cut it short a little bit. So we got another few minutes, but I have an early day tomorrow. And so I'm going to cut it short soon. Primo will be gone if on waivers. But explain why you say that, because I look at his record and I go, I don't know. Unless a team has been scouting him and they like what they see and overlook the record, I don't see it. I don't see it. Go look at his record for the NHL games. Not good. So if you're first of all, right, if you claim him off waivers, don't you have to keep him in the NHL for the full season? Am I right about that?
I think so.
If you claim a guy on waivers, you have to keep him with the team. If you decide you don't want him with the team and waive him again, you have to offer the team you got him from first dibs on him. I believe. So you can't just take a guy off waivers, go, yeah, we're gonna put you in Laval. You can't do that. So considering, unless you think Primo is ready and you claim him off waivers, like you're going to keep him, what team could be looking at Primo and go, yeah, he's NHL ready now? I don't see it. So I feel that he'll pass. Philly will pick him up. Again, I don't, for what? To keep him on the team to be bad? Yeah, George, I'm tired too. Oh boy. Yeah. Another minute and I'm going to be out of here. It's going to be 45 minutes in. That'll do it for tonight because I'm also tired. It's been a long day. And like I said, I do have to wrap it up. I've got an early day tomorrow, which I don't like early days, but I got no choice on this. So let's go over what's the rest of the week. There's no games now till Saturday's game in Ottawa.
Mm-hmm.
I will be doing the season preview. That'll be coming out very soon. And I don't know what else after that, but we'll have Wednesday night hockey. Wednesday night show will be on. And then Saturday, there's a game in Ottawa. As I said, I'll be doing a post-game show and we'll be doing Saturday hockey talk at noon. So that's Saturday. It's going to be a big day. Sunday, I'm doing nothing. And then next week, well, Wednesday, on the 11th, we got our first game of the season. And that's what the plans are so far. So hopefully you guys will join us for all that stuff. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. We're cutting it out right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's late on a weekday, so I appreciate that. And that's it. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, everybody. And once again, thanks, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Have a good rest of the night.